Okay, what's up? This is actually take two. What's up? Welcome to today's edition of Solutions Every Day. And in today's video, I'm going to answer a really important, significant question. It's a question that I get all the time. I think it's significant. This thing's bothering me. But I think it's significant, and I think it is, it's a question that I know all you guys have. So I'm gonna try to address it and answer it in a way that I haven't really addressed and answered before. So first of all, let me apologize for this dangly thing. I'm in my garage. Those of you who've been following me for a while know that I'm displaced from a winter storm that happened. My home had a water issue, so I'm out of my house. But I came to my house because I had some work to do and I needed my work computer here at home. But I don't have a good place to film and do a demonstration like what I'm gonna do today. So I'm out in my garage and I'm doing this demonstration on my car. So this is what this dangly thing is. This is my garage door opener. But anyway, so let's get to it. One of the questions that people ask all the time is, can you combine the solution-focused approach with other approaches? The two most common, or the three most common that people ask me is about motivational interviewing. Can you combine solution-focused brief therapy with motivational interviewing? Narrative therapy. Does solution-focused brief therapy go with narrative therapy? And then the third one is CBT. And I think just because of the prominence and popularity of CBT, can you combine solution-focused brief therapy with cognitive behavioral therapy? And my answer is both yes and no. And I want to explain what I mean by that. So first of all, anybody can do anything that they want. Like you can combine solution focus with narrative and CBT or whatever. And when you talk about that and people say like motivational interviewing sounds like solution focused, or they'll say narrative has similar components to solution focused. And that may be true, but I'm gonna use three of my favorite drinks to make the point on why the answer is yes, because you can do whatever you want. And from a technique standpoint, you can combine a whole bunch of other things. Like I've seen CBT therapists ask the miracle question. And in their head, maybe they combine solution focused and CBT, but if you look underneath, you did not. And I'm gonna use this to explain. So this, one of my favorite drinks, Diet Pepsi. My ultimate favorite drink is water. So all of you who are gonna leave me comments, like Elliot, drink more water. My favorite drink is water. I had a bladder infection like 15 years ago and it was the worst experience in the world. So I drink lots and lots of water, but water wouldn't work for this demonstration. So my favorite drink, one of them is Pepsi, which I find delicious. I like Pepsi. I'm a Pepsi man more than I'm a Coke man. Another of my favorite drinks is Mountain Dew. So I have Diet Mountain Dew here. I like Mountain Dew. Citrusy and delicious. And third favorite drink is orange, right? I love orange drink, orange soda. So anyway, I've had all three of these drinks and they're delicious. I love them all. Well, I'm gonna do appropriate brand placements. And the light might go out in my garage because it's on a timer. Matter of fact, okay, if I walk over there, the timer goes off again and then I can say. So anyway, so these are my three drinks and all three of them are delicious. But let me tell you what therapists do. Like if each one represents a different theory, right? So if this one is solution-focused brief therapy, this one is motivational interviewing, and this one is narrative therapy, we think, oh, solution-focused brief therapy is delicious all on its own. So if I add another delicious thing to it, maybe it'll even be more delicious. So solution-focused brief therapy, there it is. It's delicious, it's wonderful all on its own. So if I add motivational interviewing to it, I might have just made it better. And then we think even better still. Holy cow, if I add narrative therapy to it, it'll be even more delicious still. Right? So we think if we combine these things, we take a good thing and we make it better. But the truth is, you took a good thing and you made it different. So when people say, like, can I combine solution-focused brief therapy with motivational interviewing, narrative therapy, CBT, or anything else? The answer is no, because once you combine the two things, it is no longer Pepsi and it is no longer Mountain Dew. It is something else, right? Now look, that's not horrible. Like that something else might not be bad. This something else might still be delicious, but it is no longer Pepsi, it is no longer Mountain Dew, and it is no longer Sunkist. It is something different. Might still be good, right? Might still be wonderful. I could still say, holy cow, when I mix these three, it's still delicious. It's still wonderful. But I can no longer refer to this as either Pepsi, Mountain Dew, or Sunkist. It's a new thing. That is a standalone thing. So when people talk to me about, can I combine narrative therapy and solution-focused brief therapy? Sure you can, but you have to do it with integrity and acknowledge that I took these two things and I made a new thing that is no longer solution-focused and no longer narrative. It is something else, okay? So when people say this, I always want to say, just drink Pepsi. If you like the Pepsi drink, then just drink the Pepsi drink. You do not have to say, ooh, if I combine it with these other things, it'll be even better. As a matter of fact, I think you have to resist that urge. That's actually where we demonstrate discipline. If I'm drinking Pepsi and I think, ooh, it would be great if I mixed Mountain Dew, I have to resist the urge. Like when you're working with a client and you're using solution-focused brief therapy and you think in your head like, oh my God, I have so much advice to give them. I want to Dr. Phil all over them. You have to resist that urge because the moment I do that, I am no longer doing solution-focused brief therapy. I may still be useful. I may still be effective, but I can no longer refer to what I'm doing as solution-focused brief therapy. So it's really important that we understand that each thing is a standalone thing in and of itself. I can refer to this as Pepsi, I can refer to this as Mountain Dew, I can refer to this as orange, but I can't refer to this as either of those because this is a new thing. This is a new entity. Because I have mixed things, all right? So when you guys think, can I combine solution-focused brief therapy and narrative therapy or motivational interviewing or cognitive behavioral therapy or anything else, please be aware that you are creating a new thing. It is no longer either of those things. Now, there is some research that says, and you've reduced the efficacy of either of those things. But I certainly want you guys to understand, once you combine them, you have created a new thing, right? So that's the message. I have a Facebook group that I run, and that's what happens when you drink a bunch of carbonated beverages. But I have a Facebook group where this conversation came up, and it comes up all the time. And I hope I've answered this in a way that's clear, that we should treat I told you the light would go out. We should treat the entities as if they are separate, standalone things because they are. This desire or this urge to combine things, I don't get it. I don't understand. And if you do want to combine these things, then just recognize you are creating a new thing that is no longer solution-focused and no longer that other thing. It is a new branch. And once you create a new thing in our therapy field, you now have to create research that supports that new thing is effective. Like we do know that solution-focused brief therapy works. We do know that narrative therapy works. We do know that motivational interviewing works, but we don't know what this new thing does, right? So if we do that, once we do that, we've created a new thing and we owe evidence to our field to be able to demonstrate that the new thing we just created works. It's not bad actually, but it's not as good as these things. So anyway, how was this? Does this make sense for you guys? Like this, those of you watching live, like this, or those of you watching the recording, give me a like if what I just demonstrated makes sense and answers that question with some level of clarity. Because I know this is a really popular question, so I'm willing to stand in my weird garage with this dangly thing and bugs flying everywhere and drinking combinations of weird drinks to make this point. So just let me know if this resonated, if it hit home, if it makes sense, because I want you guys to really, really get this and understand. Solution-focused brief therapy is a standalone approach and doesn't need to be combined with anything else. so too are these. But once you combine them, you've now made something new. And in our field, when you make something new, you have to provide evidence that the new thing is as effective as the other things. So, for example, to stick to the drinking metaphor, if I said, oh my gosh, the combination of Pepsi, Mountain Dew, and orange is amazing, and I combined it, I now have to take it to market and see if people will drink it and if they experience it as delightful as they experience these three things. So, there you go. There's my demonstration. Thank you guys for watching. Love y'all. I'm going to get out of here because it's Texas. It's hot. It's humid. It's buggy. There's a spider running around my car. You're going to see that little spider running around my car? I'm not afraid of spiders, but I prefer homeboy not to jump on me and give me a nibble. So anyway, thank you guys. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of this video. Please like, please share so that other people in the field can benefit from my Solutions Everyday video series. Love y'all.